Okay, good morning. I think I'm just gonna make sure that everything is going good on the Facebook. Oh, there we go. Yes, we are ready to rock and roll. Amazing. Okay, so this is my second live workout. It should be lots of fun. Hopefully it goes slightly smoother than the first one when I thought the textbooks were gonna fall on my face and end my life, but I'm gonna use my own bag this time. I don't know how Anna and Brooke do it with Will's old school bag. It is not safe. I promise you, it's a safety hazard. So anyways, gonna get started with class today. Feel free to comment, say hello. Love chatting with you guys. I'll try to stay on top of those comments. And like, if you can't see something, just let me know. I don't really have much experience with like angles. Anyways, getting right into it. So question of the day today, would you rather go around the world in a train, so take a train around the world, or would you rather drive? And this is like drive yourself. There's no tagging along. Like you can't just sit in a car with your friend. It's either train or driving yourself. You can have a friend in the car, but you're the one driving. So that is the question of the day. Please let me know what your take is. I would rather drive. I know that a lot of people would prefer to take the train and not have the responsibility of like being super focused and responsible of lives and stuff. But then that way I can stop wherever I want and enjoy all the wonderful things in the world as I drive around the world. Okay, awesome. So let me know what you think. I'm not seeing anything come up yet. If anybody does decide to join and wants to let me know, train or drive around the world, please do. Otherwise, today we're gonna be doing lots of AMRAPs. So we are doing 2 3-minute AMRAPs and then a 4-minute AMRAP. It should be fantastic. Today you just need a weighted object. So whether you've got dumbbells, if you have a school bag, if you have laundry detergent, whatever works for you. So we are going to do a warm-up, and I will do my best to only use one clock, but I'm going to use my watch as well as the timer that you see on your screen, just because sometimes I can't see the screen, but I will try to just use the timer on the screen for you guys. So I'm going to get that started. And I think you guys can hear me, right? I think so. I think we're good. Okay, good stuff. Okay, so starting off with our warm-up, we're gonna do some running butt kicks, jumping jacks, air squats, plank walkouts, and sit-ups, all for 15 seconds. So we're gonna do 15 seconds for all of those and go through that twice. So starting with our butt kicks, I'm gonna go across the length that we have here. I think, yes, you can see me. So butt kicks. If you wanna do them standing in place, you are free to do so. I hope that this little mic isn't jumping around too much, but I'm really not sure. Oh, I guess 15 seconds, eh? I'm gonna guess that that was like 15 seconds. And now jumping jacks for 15 seconds. Trying to keep those arms and legs straight. Fully extending. 3, 2, 1. Awesome, doing some air squats, so just body weight coming down. Keeping those arms out in front of you to help with balance. Great, now we're gonna move on to our plank walkouts. So for 15 seconds, going until 1:30, bringing those arms as far out as you can, and then walking them back in. Okay, so like 2 walkouts, fun. Walkouts, and now sit-ups. So you can do these with your hands on your head, like I am, or you can use your arms, kind of use them for momentum. Awesome, and we're gonna go through that one more time. So back to our butt kicks, either running lengths, or you can do them standing as well. So like this. Awesome, doing our jumping jacks now, 15 seconds. God, guys, I'm so sorry. I'm horrible at keeping track of this time. Okay, finishing those jumping jacks, moving on to our air squats. Keeping the weight in your heels. Chest nice and high. 3, 2, and 1. Amazing. Doing our plank walkouts now, like 2 of them. We're just gonna do 2 or 3. Alrighty, and then sit-ups for the last 15 seconds before we do some hip stuff. Alrighty, wonderful guys. So now if you want something to hold onto, I'm gonna use a PVC pipe. You can just hold onto the wall. I just want you guys to be able to see me. We are gonna do some leg swings. I'm gonna try not to kick the wall. So just swinging, we're gonna do 8 back and forth. Trying to keep that leg fully extended, kicking as high up and as far back as you can. And then doing the other leg. I might fall on my face, it's so slippery up here. Awesome job, okay. Now we are going to do it to the side, so either holding onto the wall, I'm using the pipe, you're going to swing sideways like so, trying not to lose your balance for 8 reps. And then switching sides. Ooh. Alrighty, fantastic. So you guys can do one more round of that, just swinging 8 back and forth each leg. I'll give you like a minute to do that, and then doing the sides, so all within the minute. So just do some of that hip work, kicking those legs out, keeping your leg nice and extended. I know that if I just keep doing it, I might actually fall on my face. If any of you know me, I am the clumsiest person there is. Alrighty, so getting through those hip swings. When you're done, we are gonna do some standing hurdles. So hands on your hips, looking straight forward, keeping your chest nice and high. You're going to bring your knee as high as you can bring it, flexing at the hip nice and strong. And you're gonna open the door and bring it back down, trying to extend, kick that leg out as far as you can, and back. And then we're gonna go the opposite direction, so starting with that extension, swinging your leg forward, and holding it nice and high. So doing that 3 times. And that's 2. And 3. Doing that on the other leg as well. One. 2, and last one. 3. Beautiful. Okay, so that is it for our warm-up. We're doing pretty good. Hope that you're feeling good, ready to go. Hips are feeling nice after all that mobility. Alrighty, so like I said, we're gonna be doing a couple AMRAPs today. We're doing 2 3-minute AMRAPs. So we're gonna start off with mountain climbers and plyo speed lunges. So we're gonna do 30 mountain climbers, so 30 per side, I guess, so each leg would be a total rep. And then if you would like to do them incline, you can do that as well. It's up to you. And then we are gonna do 15 plyo speed lunges. So I'll go through, I'll do it a few times with you, and then you've got 3 minutes to do as many rounds as possible. Do your best to keep track and record it. Not a big deal if you lose track though, because I do that all the time. Just have like a ballpark of how many rounds you get through. Okay, so let's start at 8:15 on the clock. We're gonna do 30 mountain climbers and 15 plyo speed lunges in 10 seconds. All right, I hope everybody is ready. I'll start with just the floor planks in 3, 2, 1. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and continuing for 30. Awesome. So you can do the mountain climbers at your own pace. You don't have to go that fast. You can go faster if you'd like. You can also do the incline. Next up, we are doing 15 plyo speed lunges. So for these, I think this is going to be a good angle for it. So you're coming up, hopping with both feet, going down as low as you can. You can also use your arms for these. So each leg would be 1 rep, doing 15 of those. So you're gonna go through doing 30 mountain climbers and 15 plyo speed lunges as many times as possible. We started at 8:15. We are gonna go until 11:15. Alrighty, so we are doing mountain climbers and speed lunges. Let's get it, guys. I will do some with you so you don't forget, even though I'm sure you won't. But I'm not gonna go all in. I hope that makes sense. Been up for a while, but I did have a coffee, so I might be refreshed by the end of this. Okay, we are not 10 minutes in. Well, we are 10 minutes in, but we've got 1 minute and 15 seconds left of this AMRAP, doing our mountain climbers and lunges. All right, great job, guys. Sure you're feeling it in your core, in your legs, heart's racing, building up a sweat, I hope. We are going for 15 seconds now. Almost there, finishing nice and strong. Three, 2, and 1. Okay, great job, guys. We are going to rest for 1 minute or 2 minutes, up to you if you're following after this live goes up. So we're gonna go until 12. Let's go until 12:45. Do a nice little medium between 1 and 2 minutes. Next up, we are doing another 3-minute AMRAP, so as many reps as possible. And we are gonna do a bent over row. We're gonna do backpack press or heavy object press, whatever you got. If you've got dumbbells, even better. And then backpack or dumbbell overhead lunge. So we're doing 10 of each of these. We're going in, did I say 45 seconds, 12:45? That sounds about right. I'm still trying to catch my breath. I'm sure you are too. Okay, so yeah, 10 bent over rows. For your rows, you're going to grab your heavy object however you can, bending over at the hips, trying to keep that back nice and straight, not looking up super far forward, not looking between your feet or anything, just nice and neutral. Pulling up, squeezing those shoulder blades, thinking about bringing that weight right to your chest, your torso. So going in 5 seconds for 10 of those bent over rows, followed by backpack press. So we are going now 10 of these rows. Next up, we've got our backpack press. So you're grabbing your object, lifting it over your head, pressing, poking that head out, fully extending, making a straight line from your wrist all the way to your feet for 10. Good job. Next up, we've got our backpack overhead lunge. I don't know why I keep putting the bag down. Overhead, elbows at your ears, lunging forward. Going as low as you can, but not losing control, not smashing that knee into the ground. Doing 10 total reps here. You can also do reverse lunge if you prefer. Okay, so we are at almost 14 minutes. We're gonna go until 15:45 for our 3-minute AMRAP. So 1 minute and 45 seconds left on the clock. We are doing as many as possible, excuse me. Rows, followed by overhead press and overhead lunges. Alrighty, how are we doing, guys? 10 bent over rows, 10 backpack presses, and 10 backpack or dumbbell overhead lunges. Going for 30 seconds still, almost there, trying to keep track of how many rounds you're able to do. For those lunges, trying to focus on not swaying your body all the way forward and hinging, but trying to stay upright, so like that as opposed to like that. Okay, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and we are resting before doing a third AMRAP. Did I say 2 before? I'm sorry, guys. We're doing 3 3-minute AMRAPs and then a 4-minute AMRAP at the end to finish it all up. So for our third AMRAP, we're gonna rest for until 17:15. Sound good? So we are gonna rest until 17:15 on the clock on your screen. Next, we are gonna be doing another 3-minute AMRAP. This time we're gonna do 8 low floor shuffles plus taps, and then 10 prone angels and 20 Russian twists. So for our shuffles, gonna get this out of the way. You're squatting nice and low. You can put your hands out. I always put my palms out. Staying low to the ground, keeping that chest nice and high. And then you're gonna tap when you got maybe 4 strides in. Trying to keep that chest nice and high for those, okay? Next, you've got your prone angels. So for your prone angels, you're going to be lying on the floor, starting with your hands clasped together, palms facing the sky, trying to keep those palms facing the sky as long as you can, arms as extended as possible. Until you come together, you're gonna clap at the top, and that's 1 rep. Doing 10 of those, okay? So we are going in 5 seconds, 3, 2, 1, starting with those low floor shuffles, doing 8, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, maybe like three turf lengths, I guess. Prone angels, you're gonna do 10 of those reps that I just showed you. So starting with your hands together, facing the ceiling, trying to keep your hands as far up off the ground as possible. Keeping those thumbs facing down as long as you can until you flip them around, clap at the top, and then you're gonna try and do that all the way back to your starting position for 10 reps. You can do these slow, which means you're gonna have less time for your shuffles and Russian twists, or you can do these nice and fast. So we started at 7:15. We are gonna go until 20:15. Amazing. So 2 minutes left in this AMRAP. Now you're doing 20 Russian twists whenever you're done with your prone angels. Russian twists, you can have your heels on the ground or elevated, twisting from side to side, tapping the floor, or just your hips. Each side is going to be 1 rep and doing 20 of those for this AMRAP, okay? Great job, guys. Staying strong. I'm not seeing any comments about anything so far. Hope we're all having a good workout. I know I am. So we've got about a minute left on the clock now. Keep that in mind. For these prone angels, really keeping those hands far up off the ground. You are lying on the ground. I'm just hoping that you can see better if I do these standing. Maybe from the side. And then, of course, your 20 reps of Russian twists. All right, just over 30 seconds left of this AMRAP. I feel like this is going really fast. Maybe. Yeah, I think it is. Guess we'll find out. Okay, doing great, guys. Pushing it for the last 15 seconds. Don't forget to breathe, like me. And 3, 2, 1. Awesome job. Okay, we are going to rest for 3 to 4 minutes now, catching your breath, drinking some water, which I very unfortunately forgot to grab before starting this live. Okay, amazing. Okay, so next up, we have that 4-minute AMRAP that I've been talking about. We're gonna get started with that 4-minute AMRAP at 25 minutes on the clock. That sounds about right. We'll go at 25. Until then, guess we're hanging out. Feel free to say hello. Haven't seen anybody yet. So for our 4-minute AMRAP, we are gonna do 10 core sit-outs or planking knee to elbow, oh my goodness. And then we're going to do 10 sit-ups and 10 standing split squats per leg. So this 4-minute AMRAP is gonna look a little something like this. If you're doing the core sit-outs, you're starting in your plank position. You're going to kick one leg forward and through. Opposite arm is gonna come off the floor. So each side, well, doing one on each side makes 1 rep total. If you're doing the plank knee to elbow, you're going to be in your plank position, going to the opposite elbow. 1 on each side makes 1 rep, going for 10 reps. 10 sit-ups. We've already done some sit-ups, same idea. You can do it with just hands at your head, or you can use that arm tapping the floor at your head and then at your toes. which would look something like this. So tapping and then reaching the floor all the way up, really getting your entire back up off the floor, trying not to flop onto the ground, but control your torso as you descend. Alrighty, after that, we're gonna be doing 10 standing split squats. So you are in your split squat stance, staying nice and tall. You can add dumbbells to this if you would like. If you've got the weight, if you're wearing a backpack, you can just wear the backpack as you normally would. Going up and down as opposed to bending over, trying to stay nice and upright for these, controlling that. Doing all on one leg and then all on the other. So 10 reps of all of those, doing the core sit-outs, plank or planking, knee to elbow, and then 10 actual sit-ups and 10 standing split squats per leg. We are gonna go at 25 minutes in. You've got plenty of time to rest. There is no rush. If you are coming back to watch this video again, you can obviously pause if you need more time to rest. Yeah, I don't know, what does one do on a live feed during rest? Any ideas, suggestions? So getting ready to go in a minute now. Gonna try not to bruise my tailbone, use the mat, why not? Okay, if you are doing this with me right now, we are going in 30 seconds, getting ready to do the core sit-outs or our planking knee to elbow. 10 reps of those in 20 or 15 seconds. All right, we are going in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Oh, I did not set this up. Okay, you guys keep going. Doing 10 reps of those lovely things that I wasn't prepared for. Okay, doing 10 reps of those, or your planking knee to elbow, which would look like so. So that's 1 and 2, doing 10 reps. Next up, we've got our regular sit-ups, so lying on your back, tapping at the top and at the toes, going for 10 of those. Great job. After your 10 sit-ups, you're doing 10 standing split squats per leg. So standing in that split stance, staying nice and upright. You can put your hands on your hips if you'd like. Ten per leg, and then doing that as many rounds as possible. So we started at 25 on the clock. We are going to go until 29 on the clock. Going through those 3 exercises, each 10 reps. How are we feeling, guys? Feeling good? Hope so. All right, staying strong through that core if you're on one of those core exercises. Really trying to pull that belly button in nice and tight. If you are on your sit-ups, you are doing split squats next. If you are on your split squats, you are doing core sit-out or planking knee to elbows next. If you're on planking knee to elbows or sit-outs, you are doing sit-ups next. We've got 40 seconds left, doing 10 reps of all of these. Okay, we are at 29 minutes. That is it for our 4-minute AMRAP. You guys crushed it, I hope. I hope you had a great class. That is all that I have for our workout today. Seems like it was a bit fast. Maybe we should have taken 2 minutes of rest. I'm not entirely sure. That is what I've got. If you want to take some time to do a cool off, I would strongly suggest it. I don't know, do we want? Awesome, no problem, Kara, anytime. Glad that you enjoyed this class. See, I do get the comments. I was worried that something wasn't going right. Okay, I'm glad. So that is it for class today. If you want to do some stretching, please do. I would suggest doing some core stretching, so maybe some like child's pose. Gotta be one of my favorites. Maybe some leg stretching. I can go through some. Would anybody want to see some stretching? Okay, no answers. Okay, I'll do a little bit, and then I will let you guys go. So let's start with that child's pose that I was talking about, just because it sounds so, so good right now. So you're putting your hands at the top of your mat, and then really sitting back. Stretching out those shoulders, chest falling in, letting your head reach the floor between your shoulders. You can adjust, try to sit as low as you can in this. You can spread your legs a little bit and let your head reach the mat, relaxing, trying to get those elbows down as well. And then you're going to take your right hand, cross it over your neck between your shoulder blades, palm down, and then add your left hand. And really push into those elbows, getting a stretch through your triceps and your lats. Holding this for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Beautiful. Going into our cobra position. Keeping your hands stacked directly below your shoulders. Extending your back, looking up to the sky. Keeping those elbows locked out, nice and straight. Taking a deep breath. Feeling that stretch in your core, in your shins. And taking an inhale, leaning back, reaching into that down dog position. Again, letting your head fall between your shoulders. Keeping
your arms and legs locked out nice and straight, feeling that stretch in your hamstrings. And rolling onto our backs in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Doing a glute stretch, you're gonna lay flat on your back with your feet flat, knees bent, taking one leg, crossing it over the other, pushing out to feel that hip stretch, not pushing with your hand, just pushing with your muscles. If this is feeling really good, you can deepen that stretch by bringing your other leg up. Holding for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and releasing slowly. Switching legs. Pushing into that flexibility. And releasing slowly. Now you're going to grab both of your knees, rock them back to your chest, and rock side to side. You can choose to lean to one side and extend your arms to the other. And then switch directions. Coming back to the top, sitting up, putting your legs out, and then bending one knee over the other, or crossing a leg over the other. You're going to take your opposite hand to the knee that's bent over your leg and pull it over that knee, getting a nice full body stretch. You might feel this in your glute, in your hamstrings, in your obliques, in your chest maybe. And switching sides. Again, crossing your legs and taking your opposite arm to the knee that's crossed over, pulling it over that knee. Trying to extend the arm that you're weighing on. And release. Amazing. I hope that this was a good class for you guys. I had a great time. If you have any suggestions for what I can improve on next time, I think you might see me around again. Alrighty, have a great rest of your day, guys.